Watch Nighttiger Comics!
Watch
Tiger Comics.
Tiger Comics!
Nighttiger Comics!
Tiger Comics!
What?
How's it going, comic book junkies? You're here to get a fix, and you come to the right place. It's a great haul. I got just a little bit of everything in this haul. It just racks my brain to kind of figure out what's in here. I bought this off eBay. I love this cover. So I was looking at several different copies of this. This one I picked up for $28. Definitely a low grade. It's probably a 2.0. I did a little spine repair on it. Just love the werewolf cover. It's pre-codes from 1951. Of course, it's ACG, kind of the really underrated horror books. But these early issues can go for quite a bit. This is number 18. So I was looking at this and a VG copy. They wanted 78. With an offer, I offered them 50. They came back with a 60 and $8 shipping, and I just couldn't see spending another $40 when I can get this one for 28. I think I'll upgrade this down the road. I just really, really love this cover. So I thought we'd kick that off with a Golden Age goodie. Next one here's from 1964. This is a George Wilson number 9 painted cover of the Phantom from Gold Key. Got this for $2.50. It's pretty low grade, but these are pretty tough to find. And this was the only copy. I kind of passed it a couple times, but like I say, you never see these Phantom Gold Keys hardly ever in back issue bins. And what I love or kind of hate about the Gold Key is that the Silver Age books are the size of Golden Age books. I had to hunt around to find a cover for this, to find a bag and a sleeve for it. But just a beautiful painted cover. Next book, another eBay buy from 1961. No, 1957. This is Stan Lee, Don Heck on art, number 1. I had this on my pull or my watch list. Not sure if I wanted to get it or not, but it's kind of like one of those obscure Western titles from the Atlas era. And it's number 1. If I remember, this only ran for 2 issues. Pretty good book. Read it. Reads like a Western serial from the 1950s. And at this time, Stan had already developed his unique formula for writing, with a little bit of humor, character development, subplots, and it was just a really great formula that he held over for the Silver Age superhero genre when it began in Marvel Comics, making Marvel one of the best companies of its time as far as storytelling and art. So glad to add that to my Western collection. I'm a big Western comic book fan. I know some of you out there, I know Charlton 66, he's 66. He's also a big fan of the genre. Lawrence from King of Comicdom also likes to read his Westerns. This I picked up at Vibranium Comics. He had 5 on it. I was trying to get a long box for cheap, but he didn't have any, so I had to spend $70.99 to buy a brand new wraparound cover at short box. So I asked him if he could do any better on this, so he gave it to me for $3. Just thought I wanted to have this. It's a pretty cool minor key to have for, cheap. Nice near mint copy. And guys, he hit on some poly bags. They come out of Canada. And these things, you can't really tell on camera, are really durable. They're like between a Mylite and a poly bag. And they're even cheaper than the poly bag. So I went in with him and bought a case of these. We had to order them from Canada, and then he picks them up from Orlando. But these things are nice. They're so durable. And even the boards are much cheaper than the regular boards. Forgot to mention, this is the first appearance of Mercy Graves, who is an Amazonian. And she's a secretary for Luther. Ended up appearing in some of the animation Tales by DC. Pretty cool little key. Next, these books I'm going to show you next came from from Bearded Browncoat here in town. They just got a collection in and they were pricing the stuff, and that's the best time to really buy the books. I think I went through and some of the boxes they hadn't priced yet, and they seem to be more generous when you're there, like kind of scooping the stuff up so they don't have to put it out, and you kind of get it a little bit cheaper. They did tell me they price at Comic Realm, so that answers the mystery of why some of their prices are a little bit too high. But pick this up for $2. It's not a key of any sort, but it is an Alan Moore issue. It's in the middle of the Crisis crossover. You got Batman and you got Phantom Strange on the cover, Hawkman. Pretty cool Swamp Thing issue from March 1986. This is number 46. And like I say, I got this near mint copy for $2, which I think is a great add to the collection. And yeah, so that's all I can say about that. So I was happy to get these for $1. I don't know how they did. Usually they would probably price these out higher. So I don't know how these slipped on by. But I already had number 1. But I didn't have the rest of the miniseries because these can go for quite a bit. Especially because they're Mike Zeck art. Beautiful covers. Of course, this is the second solo issue of Punisher. Definitely cool. Love it. February 1986. So I got number 2 for $1. Got number 3 for $1. And I know that some LCS could price these things between 10 and 15 bucks if they're in high grade, which these are. But look at that Mike Zeck cover. It's just so beautiful. I don't know what medium he used to do these, but there's like a softness to the picture. Very kind of realistic looking. So that's the 3rd solo appearance of Punisher, and of course so on and so forth. Number 4, Mike Zeck cover again. This looks like it could be inks and paints mixed. That's why it's got that really unique look to it. But I love these. They're beautiful, and just really happy to pick these up for so inexpensive. And then last is number 5. You got the real prominent go-go boots going on in each of these covers. And just classic Zeck. So yeah, happy to really get those. And I knew that was going to happen. That's why I put Hulk here. He's supposed to be protecting that book. Hulk, do your job, man. This one I've been looking for quite a while. I owned this book back when it came out, but it's just kind of really tough to find. Harry Chaykin on art and scripts on this. Former TV star fights corruption in a bleak future, October '83. Number 1, American Flag. I just thought this was a pretty cool series. And happy to find it for $1. I thought I would. I really kind of set out to find it about 3 years ago. Actively looking for this thing by First Comics. This is from 1983, I want to say. Yeah, 1983. That's a good read. I remember reading it back in the day. And just really happy to have that back in the collection. Happy to get this one. I think I paid $6 for it. If you can't get the first appearance that goes for $100 or more, you get the second appearance for $6. So this is special Marvel edition, January 1974. This is also the last issue of the special Marvel edition title. Second appearance, all appearance of Shang-Chi. This title becomes Master of Kung Fu after number 16. Number 17 is Master of Kung Fu. Yeah, it's low grade, but you know what? I can read it. I have it. It's in the collection. Bronze Age Marvel. Big, kind of a, I would say it's kind of a big key. So, you know, to get it for so inexpensive, even a low grade, that doesn't bother me. I just talked about on the live show the other day how I really never really can spend $100 on a Bronze Age Marvel key. Even if it's a big key, even like Hulk 181, if I did spend $100 on a key like that or Amazing Spider-Man 129, it would just be for the money. It'd be to flip it. It wouldn't be because I thought the book was really worth that kind of money, but it's just the market value of it. I'm kind of a weird collector that way. This was $1. You figured I'd pick it up. It's a #1 issue, and he's kind of got a little bit of heat because of issue 42, first appearance of Death, because of the, oh, what is it? Is it the Alan Moore Vertigo series that's supposed to be on Netflix? So, for $1, good read, I'm sure. Carrie Bates, Pat Broadwick on art. Pat Broadwick, he's a really good artist. He did a really great job on the Firestorms, Volume 2, back in the 80s. I picked this one up for $8. It's a Miss Marvel key from August '78. Just the debut of her costume, the black swimsuit with the red sash and the black mask. Kind of just a minor key. Dave Cochran cover. And yeah, these Miss Marvels, they're hit and miss. Sometimes you'll find them for $2, and other times people want like between $5 and $10 for them. So just happy to throw that Bronze Age key into the collection. Then I picked this one up. I already had a copy, but for $1, near mint. First appearance of Lynx and a Brian Bullard cover. Robin #1 from the miniseries. Like I said, I already got a copy, but for $1, I'll pick up another near mint copy and throw it in the collection. Could be good for a trade. Could be good for something else. A prize. Could be good for a prize. This thing is really teeing me off. Been looking to get this one for quite a while. I bought this when it came out off the newsstand. I just never see it in the back issue bin, so it's been a couple of years that I've been kind of actively looking for this for $1. Vigilante #1. Of course, it's not his first appearance. His first appearance was in the new Teen Titans annual #2. Another Brian, no, this is a Keith Pollard cover. And I had a chance to pick up that first appearance when I was in Utah last year in July for $9 on near mint copy, and I passed on it thinking it was too much, but now I realized I wish I would have picked it up. I mean, I do have a copy of it, but it's really low grade. I got it for like 50 cents. But it's always nice when you can have a nice minty copy. And this was a good, this was all direct market series. I think that's one of the first series after Camelot 3000 that was put out on the Baxter paper. So happy to get this at the secret store. This is a near mint copy. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this book. This book is tough to find too. #1, reintroducing the Blue Beetle and reintroducing the Question. This was when Charlton was trying to make a comeback in the mid-'80s. And my goodness, for $2.50, this is a beautiful book. This book goes for around $25 to $30 in near mint, so I was happy to really get it so cheap. Didn't even really know what it was until I got home and kind of researched it. I just knew it was a Charlton and a #1, but I didn't really know how desirable this thing is among collectors. So definitely happy to have that sucker right there. And this was from 1982, I believe. 1981. And this also is the first appearance of Rocket Rabbit. He's not on the cover. Wow, I'm already hitting 15 minutes, and I'm not even halfway done here. Some near mint copies. This is, I already have this. A Batman #351. Gene Colan, Dick Giordano cover. Actually saw this today for $1 near mint, and I paid $2.50 for this one. Another one, I thought I had this, but I didn't. The Return of the Gentleman Ghost. Kubert Giordano on inks. Beautiful cover. Batman #314. Love these copper issues of Batman. We can find them for near mint. $2.50 at the secret store. Is he a ghost or not? Will Batman live long enough to find out? I believe he will. I mean, these people, these villains, they spend so much money just to make a vat of hot liquid so they could just drop a superhero in it. Another couple issues of Batman here. Some really nice high-grade copies. Number 305. This is from 1978. Beautiful. Another. I think that's a Jim Apparel cover. You got the slot machine with the skulls. Nice minty copy. Batman number 287 with the Penguin. May 1977. Of course, this is a Mike Rell cover. Not really the most dynamic artist, but he is iconic for many things. This is kind of a mid-grade copy, but because it's Bronze Age for $250, I thought I'd pick it up, and I didn't have this one. This is another copy that I picked up of this one. Near mint copy. I think this might be my third now. Batman 335. Ra's al Ghul in the cover. You definitely with Catwoman. And for $2.50, and for a nice high-grade copy, I'm definitely going to pick this up. These are good trades right here. Really good. Ra's al Ghul is such an iconic villain that there's not too many issues that he appears in as a villain. Enemy A, Star Spangled War Stories, 145, July 69, $2.50. Joe Kubert cover. Heck yeah. The Hammer of Hell presents Enemy Ace. And so we're going to go some Archie comics here. We got Flyman, number 34. It's a beautiful cover. Really nice high-grade copy, too. You got the shield over here. And Flyman versus the Creature from the Abyss. Of course, this was a Joe Simon creation. He did up to issue, like, I think I want to say 6 or something like that. And then issue 4, I think, was first Neil Adams art in comics. Was someone's first comic art. I think it was Neil Adams. Bronze Age Marvel. Are you going to pass it up for $250? September 1974. Ernie Chaw and Ron Wilson cover number 12. Nice high-grade copy for $2.50. Definitely. Beautiful, beautiful cover. Then you got some Silver Age Blackhawk from 1966. Dick Dillon art with the Queen Killer Shark on the cover. Nice high-grade copy. $2.50 again. All these are from the Secret Store now, I believe. I went back a second time. I'm going to talk about that in not the next part, but the following. The third video, because it was kind of cool how I went back. Didn't have this one. Sal Buscema art. Mike Friedrich on the scripts. Gil Kane cover. Captain America, February 74. Beautiful high-grade copy for $2.50. Screams classic Gil Kane. Love the covers that he does in the Bronze Age. Nice, clean. Look at the whites on this thing. Really white. Oh, yeah. This is a beautiful Bronze Age Batman, 1978. Jim Apparel cover. And then you got this Black Spider, which is kind of a really cool character. The Batman 306. Again, needn't I say, $2.50. Every time I think I've cleared out this store, I go back. And he said that he's buying another collection. And if he gets it from one of his guys that he knows, he'll get a lot more bronze stuff again. And I have to jump down there with another $100 and clean it out. Another Black Hawk, September 65, number 212. Kind of a higher mid-grade. Dick Dillon art. Dick Dillon really has a kind of cool style. Really a lot of rounded chins in his characters. Love to read this stuff. It's so fun. Master of the Mold Monster. Love it. And it's a panel cover. I love panel covers. Another copy of Black Hawk. Nice, clean, high-grade copy. Number 250, May 68. Kind of looks like groovy, you know, kind of psychedelic of the times. Nice red cover with the black silhouette, kind of reminiscent of 007 movies at the time. Oh my goodness, that's a beautiful, beautiful copy. He Who Must Die, Black Hawk. Now we got some Charlton again. I couldn't figure out who did this cover. I was thinking Howard Purcell, but there was no information that he did anything for Charlton. Beautiful cover. Beautiful bikini cover, underwater, career girl romances. I'm a closet romance comic book collector myself. This is from 1966, number 37. If anyone really can tell me who did this cover, I really want to know. It is really, really beautiful. Coming down, winding it down finally, guys. I got some really nice books, the last two, but here's a nice high-grade copy of Looney Tunes, number 150 from 1954. I did read this, and it was really good. It's like a mid-higher grade. It's not like super near mint or anything, but it just presents really well. I was really surprised how well they capture the character personalities of each of the cartoons in here. Daffy Duck, Bugs Bunny, Porky Pig, Yosemite Sam. They just capture the personality just like you see it in the cartoons. Okay, two last books and two big, big books. I won these at one of those anomaly eBay auctions that end at night. Ended up averaging about $63 a piece on these. Didn't ever think I'd get them, and they're pretty nice copies, like VG Plus. This is L.B. Cole's Outlaws from Star Publication. This is 1953, number 11. Oh my goodness, this book is so beautiful. I never really thought I would have this. I was looking for these for quite a while for the right price. I think I hit just a little bit below retail, so I'm happy with that. I may even, these books probably go for $100 in this grade. Read this, was really fun, but these are Fox Publication reprints from Fox Thrillers, or Western Thrillers and Western Killers. Last but not least, the most beautiful book on of the world right here, Outlaws number 10. Other than this RB that someone put their initials on, this book is like a VG minus F. It's like a VG fine. Another LB Cole Western cover. Look at the bright colors, man. I am just so happy to own this thing. This is the prize. This is my favorite comic right now. Oh, I could stare at this all day. So these are going to go up on the wall. Okay, so we're hitting 22 minutes, 23 minutes. That's all I got. Stay tuned for